Have you ever noticed those strange star-shaped patterns on satellite maps, dotting every corner of the globe? These aren't just quirky land formations. They are massive geometric fortresses known as star forts. And once you see one, you start seeing them everywhere. From Europe to the Americas, from Russia to Japan, hundreds of these intricate structures exist, many hidden in plain sight, repurposed as parks, museums, or military bases. The official story tells us they were defensive bastions, designed in Italy during the Renaissance to withstand cannon fire. But this simple explanation raises more questions than it answers. How did hundreds of these nearly identical, mathematically complex citadels spring up all over the world, seemingly at the same time? We're talking about an era before the steam engine, before global communication, before the kind of heavy machinery we'd need to build them today. Think about the sheer scale. We're not talking about simple stone walls. These are sprawling earthworks and granite fortresses, engineered with a precision that is mind-boggling. Each point, each angle, each bastion is perfectly calculated. The narrative says they were built by colonial powers over centuries. But the similarities are too striking. A fort in the Netherlands looks just like one in South Africa, which looks just like one in Indonesia. It's as if they were all built from the same global blueprint. Let's dive deeper into the official explanation, the Tres Italian, or Italian style of fortification. The theory is that this design, with its low, thick, sloping walls, was developed to deflect cannonballs. The star shape eliminated dead zones, blind spots where attackers could hide from defensive fire. It's a brilliant military design, no doubt. It's a masterclass in ballistics and defensive strategy. But here's where the story starts to unravel. The sheer number and global distribution just don't add up. How did this highly advanced architectural and military technology spread so quickly and uniformly across continents, many of which were supposedly undiscovered or sparsely colonized at the time? We're expected to believe that different nations, often at war with each other, all independently decided to build the exact same style of fortress. Using the exact same geometric principles, the logistics are staggering. Transporting millions of tons of stone and earth, organizing a workforce of thousands, and executing these complex geometric designs without modern surveying equipment would have been a monumental undertaking, even for a single fort. Now multiply that by hundreds, across oceans and on hostile continents. The manpower and resources required would have bankrupted entire empires. Yet, the history books are strangely quiet about this massive global construction project. We have detailed records of battles and royal lineages. But where are the chronicles of building the largest network of standardized structures in pre-industrial history? And let's talk about the construction itself. Many of these forts are made from precisely cut multi-ton granite blocks, fitted together with no mortar. Others are colossal earthworks, sculpted from the landscape with a level of precision that would challenge modern GPS-guided bulldozers. Take a look at Palmanova in Italy, a perfect 9-pointed star city. Or Bourtange in the Netherlands, a stunning star-shaped village. Or even Fort McHenry in Baltimore, famous from the American national anthem. They all share this impossible geometry. They are often built on what appear to be natural energy lines or ley lines, and many incorporate sacred geometry principles. Is this just a coincidence? Were military engineers of the 16th and 17th centuries also mystics and masters of esoteric knowledge? Some researchers are now proposing a radical new theory. What if these structures are far older than we think? What if they weren't built by the colonial powers we attribute them to, but were instead inherited from a much older, lost civilization? A civilization with advanced technology and a global reach. In this view, the forts we see today were not built, but found. Colonial powers simply discovered these incredible structures, repaired them, and repurposed them for their own needs. This would explain the lack of construction records. It would explain the standardized design across the globe. It would explain the advanced engineering that seems out of place for the era. The cannons and muskets came later. The forts were already there. This theory opens up a fascinating can of worms. If these weren't originally for cannons, what was their purpose? Some point to the strange acoustic properties of these forts. Sound can travel in bizarre ways within their walls. Others focus on their geometric relationship to stars and celestial bodies. But one of the most compelling ideas is that they were some kind of energy device. The specific shapes, the materials used, the placement on the Earth's grid, all of this suggests they might have been designed to harness, store, or transmit energy. Perhaps the natural telluric currents of the Earth itself. It sounds like science fiction, but when you look at the evidence, it's hard to dismiss. Why would you build a defensive fort in the middle of a swamp, with no strategic value? Why are so many star forts partially submerged, as if sea levels have risen since they were built? The official timeline doesn't make sense of these anomalies. But an older pre-Cataclysm timeline does. We see these structures buried under layers of mud and silt, suggesting they survived a massive geological event, a flood or mud flood that wiped the historical slate clean. The civilization that built them vanished, leaving behind these silent, star-shaped sentinels. The new civilizations that arose simply built on top of the ruins of the old world, rewriting history to fit their own narrative. Think about it. We are told history is a linear progression from primitive to advanced. But these star forts challenge that entire concept. They are a technological anomaly, a global signature of a lost chapter of human history. They sit right in front of us, and yet we've been taught to ignore them, to accept a story that crumbles under the slightest scrutiny. What other evidence of this lost world has been hidden, repurposed, or explained away? The mystery of the star forts isn't just about old buildings, it's about who we are and where we come from. It forces us to question the very foundations of modern history. Are we the pinnacle of civilization? Or are we a society with amnesia, living amongst the ruins of a far more advanced and globally connected past? The star forts are a map, a clue left behind. They are a silent testament to a history that modern academia has chosen to ignore. What do you think? Are these just a series of military outposts? Or are they the last remnants of a forgotten global empire? The evidence is all around you, etched into the very landscape of our planet. All you have to do is look. Thanks for watching. If this made you question everything, hit that like button and subscribe for more journeys into the history they don't want you to know.